What's good, everybody? It's your boy Agent P of the GLP here to give you guys another Nuggets talk recap. This time with the Mavericks and the Nuggets. This might be my shortest recap that I do, since I've been going for 10 plus minutes on these recaps recently. Honestly, this game was never in doubt. I just personally, whenever I see the Mavericks on the schedule for the Nuggets, I am I have zero fear. There might not be a team that I fear less in this league than the Dallas Mavericks, including the Detroit Pistons, which is wild to say because I just know this is a terrible matchup for Dallas and they have no chance against us. But let's go ahead and get into the recap, y'all. 650 mark. Denver's up 15-9. They start off hot, shooting 60%, 22-17 at the 210 mark. Offense has still no problem scoring. A quick 6-0 run from Reggie gets the lead up to 8, and that's how much Denver led by after 28-20. Held the Mavericks to 20 points and 41% shooting. Lucas started 2 for 8. He would turn that around in the second quarter very much. Denver was at 50%. 7-13 mark. It's 43-37 Denver. The bench unit had a nice stint here. The biggest thing for me in this stint was that Luka was out there for the entire time the bench was out there, and the bench only lost those minutes by 2. So you're looking at a Strother 3, a P-Watt. P-Watt hit a couple free throws. Christian Brown with a bucket. Zeke Naji was being very aggressive in his minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds during that stretch. So to lose only by 2 minutes or 2 points, it's very good stint for the Nuggets bench. They got the lead back up to 10 at the 4:37 mark. Nuggets starters go back in 8-4 run, and they're up 68-59 at the half. The reason it was even that close was because Luka was on mother loving fire. He hit 5 threes in the second quarter, got up to 28 points for the first half, and as a team, the Mavericks got it together. That was their best shooting quarter of the night. They got their percentage up to 54%, and they scored 39 points in that quarter. But even with all that being said, Denver dropped 40 in the second quarter. Aaron Gordon was eating against these smaller matchups they were trying to put against him, and Jamal Murray was playing very aggressive basketball. 16 for AG at the half, 12 for Maul. Nuggets shooting 58%. Third quarter, 6:06 mark. It's 82-70 Denver. Murray with 10 points in the quarter. Nuggets still having no trouble scoring at all. This is my note at the 250 mark. 91-74 Denver. Yawn. Nuggets still shooting 57% from the field. It was 98-80 after 3, outscored the Mavs by 9 in the quarter. Murray's up to 22, had 10 points in that quarter. Fourth quarter, Nuggets cruising along. It's 111-84 with the 8:44 mark. Again, at 5:10, it was 124-92. I put yawn once again, and Nuggets close this one out 130-104. Everyone's favorite segment, y'all. What did Jokic do tonight? Guess what? Not that much because he didn't need to. 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists in 27 minutes. This is what taking a night off for Jokic looks like when the rest of his teammates are scoring at a high clip. And Dallas couldn't stop any action Denver had, whether it's pick and roll, secondary pick and roll, dunker spot alley, swing pass, open shot, swing pass, open shot, extra pass, open shot, in transition. There was nothing that Dallas could do. It was easy, and those are the games that Jokic loves, where he doesn't have to do all the scoring. His teammates are the ones that are really doing a lot of the heavy lifting offensively in terms of scoring. He gets to just be this facilitator, his natural role. So tonight he didn't have to do that much. All this in only 27 minutes. So I like that in 2 of the last 3 games, they've been able to blow these teams out. And the starters, especially Jokic, have been able to sit the fourth quarter. It's going to be nice for them going onto the road for this quick 3-game stretch before they come back to Denver for the holiday season. So I'm excited and I'm happy that they were able to do what they did tonight. And every win's always great, but like doing it in this fashion when you're able to save Jokic in any opportunity is always great. Everybody else, Aaron Gordon, good game, brother. 21, 5, and 5. This is back-to-back good games for him. And in this stretch overall, these last 5 games, it's his 5th straight game scoring in double digits. He was struggling with a little bit with that when he came back from the heel injury. He's looked better. He's looked healthy. He even made a couple threes tonight. So I'm happy to see where his confidence is with that shot. I expect Aaron Gordon to mostly make 1 out of 3 threes, and that's not too bad for me. Or it's something I expect. And if he's doing it within the flow of the offense and isn't dribbling off schedule too crazy, then it's totally fine. So him hitting a couple tonight, great sign. Jamal Murray, 22 points, 4 from 3. He looked very aggressive. You could see in Jamal's possession, it almost felt like Jamal knew he wasn't going to play the fourth quarter. So he's like, I got to get these shots off now. So he was doing what he had to do. He was over dribbling a little bit tonight, but I'm fine with that because he's the best separator on the team. He knows how to hit tough shots, and him getting back into the swing of things as well is important, right? Because he's the one that's missed the most time on this team so far. It's nice to see him be out there, be a little more aggressive than normal, and I'm totally fine with that. So good night from Jamal. Everyone on the bench, you did great. Reggie, 18. Zeke, Najee, 14. Let me just stop really quick. Reggie, you've been great. Continue to be doing what you're doing. Zeke, Najee, 14. Very aggressive in his second quarter stint and in the fourth quarter. Loved how he was playing aggressively. Julian Strother got up to 12 points. He was 5 of 10 from the field. P-Watt, 10 points. Just continued to look smooth, man. He hit a couple threes tonight. I still don't believe in the shot, but man, if he really starts making if this man starts making threes, y'all need to pack it up. Y'all need to pack it up and keep the Larry O.B. in Denver. Because if this man starts making threes with everything else he can do, it's over for y'all. And Christian Brown, only 8 points, but guess what? Team high plus 19. Why? Because Christian Brown does what he always does. Helps teams win. Stats talk. Nuggets 56% shooting. Mavs 45% shooting. Luka had 38, 11, and 8. So Luka, appreciate you. He's on my fantasy team, so appreciate you going crazy against my boys and still losing by 26 points. That's the ultimate night for a person who has Luka on their fantasy team and their favorite team is the Denver Nuggets. Denver moves to 18 and 10 on the year, and they're going to play the Raptors next on Wednesday. So their next 3 games are going to be on the road, and then Christmas time they'll be back for the Christmas Day game against the Warriors. They'll be home for that game, and they'll be home for a nice little stretch here through the New Year. So I like that. I think I mentioned it earlier. One show that like, hey, it's nice that the defending champions get to be at home for the holiday season. You know, it's just a nice little wink, wink, nod from the league saying, "Hey, you get to be at home for the holiday season." So that's what's up. Appreciate it. And go ahead, Denver. You got to go play these Raptors on Wednesday. Raptors have been up and down this year, so we'll see how that matchup goes. But I will be there for the recap. Thank you guys again for listening to the Nuggets Talk recap with your host Leonard Pinckney. Once again, like, rate, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time.